You gotta get into the groove.
Hello and welcome to another GrooveKart Leaders Unite session. My name is Pt.2 and I am coming at you live from New Zealand. Yes, New Zealand. It is 3 p.m. on Thursday afternoon, and we're now spring at the moment and the weather's pretty good, although we've had lots of rain and things like that. So, but look, it's great to be on here. So wherever you are, whether it be morning, night, evening, whatever, I mean, welcome, and just let us know where you're coming from too as well. Just put in the chat if you're joining us live, put a hashtag live, and if you are watching the replay, put a hashtag replay. And for those who are actually watching live, you know, just if you've got any questions that that you want to ask me about the group platform, and you know, while we're going through our session, by all means, feel free to ask away, and I will answer them as I am going through some of the stuff that we're going to be going through tonight. All right, so we see Dr. Lisa. Greetings from Baltimore, Maryland in the USA. Nice to have you, Dr. Lisa, again. We have Tyra, who is one of our mentors as well, and she is always supporting the Groove Asia Leaders Unite sessions, myself as well as Karen, that she supports. Plus, Tyra does her own Power Hour Plus, Groove Asia Power Hour Plus, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the session. All right, who else have we got? We've got Nancy all the way from Montreal, Canada. Nice to have you, Nancy. It's 10 p.m. there. And Dr. Lisa was saying that, I think she was saying it's 10 p.m. Eastern where she is as well. Great. And all hashtag live. Great. Nice that you can join me. So as you know, this is about PLR products or digital products, how to create a GrooveKart store with PLR or private label rights products so that you can resell them. There are quite a few different, I guess, conditions when it comes to private label, depending on what particular, I guess, level you buy into. The conditions, you know, become a little bit more or a little bit less. So, say for instance, there are some conditions when it comes to PLR products that you can't change the content. It must stay the same, but there are others where you can change the content. You can add to it, you can edit it, you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, there's all those sorts of types of things. But if you're just selling straight PLR products, then you don't really need to make any changes or things like that. But there are actually platforms that do provide you the ability to do that. Now, of course, if you do want to ask me some questions, please ask away. If I feel it's a support question, I will let you know, because you know some questions are relative to support. Now the thing is that we don't have any connection or direct connection with Groove support, but sometimes when people do have issues or they need to sort something out, they feel it might be a support issue, but ask me anyway, and I'll let you know if it is or not, and I could probably help you if it's not. What have we got here? Greetings to all, Nancy says. Greetings to Tyra and Peter and Nancy. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Greetings to you too. Okay. Well, for those who may be watching and you're not in the comment box making any comments, again, you know, like feel free to join in the conversation in the comment box. Also, the other thing is, if you do have questions that you want to ask, feel free to do that as well. Now, some of you may be new to Groove, to the Groove.cm platform. That's cool. This is probably going to be a good sort of insight into GrooveKart if you're interested in GrooveKart. Just a little bit of information about my background in e-commerce. Started back in late 2006 to early 2007. And I think in my country anyway, in New Zealand, drop shipping and things like that wasn't really it wasn't really kind of like, it wasn't taking off like it was over in the US and stuff like that. So it was really cool to actually come across an opportunity to be able to do that. Created my own store and started drop shipping products from China. Electronics, actually, mostly gadgets and things that you can't get normally. These days now, you can get a lot of different stuff and get a lot of good quality gadgets as well. And so that's how I kind of started, created a store, and then just got into it a lot more. It was pretty exciting for me back in those days. It was kind of like something really new and something that I could bite my teeth into. And just quite passionate about it. So I used to sleep at the keyboard most of the time, just figuring the stuff out, and because there was no real manual or instructions on how to do things back then. It was pretty primitive, quite primitive. But, the plus side of it was that you could literally be certain that you would get a sale because the Google search engine wasn't as how would say, optimized or tweaked as it is these days. And in terms of SEO and what you have to do for SEO and stuff like that. So you would literally get found and you would pretty much start selling stuff. And as you know, when you're selling stuff, I mean, the biggest thing, especially if it's actually physical product, the biggest thing is customer service, making sure that the customers get their product on time, making sure that if there is an issue, that you deal with it straight away. Don't let it sort of drag out, because then that starts to actually not only bring your reputation down and your credibility in the eyes of your customers, but it's not a good feeling when you kind of when you do that and you let yourself down most of all. Right, shall we get started? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let me just change this a wee bit. All right, for those who are new, obviously when you log into the Groove.cm platform, you get this page here, so the login page. So you just log in. And when you do log in, you're going to come to the Groove.cm dashboard. Now, there is a menu up here where you can get to some of these apps from here as well. I actually like to come over here, where hover over the Groove icon and right click if you're a Windows user. Right click on any of these apps here, and then actually open them up in a new tab. All right, so now we're in GrooveKart. These are a few of the stores here. Not all of them are actually up and running just yet, but some of them have been used for demo purposes. Some of them I still need to do more on. But when you're kind of like when you're making websites too as well, not just e-commerce stores, it can get a little bit busy, and so you tend to put some of the stuff on the back burner. But there are lots that I did actually use as demo as well. But if you were with me last week, you would have known that we started off with a new site, and I called it the Download Hub. There is a domain for that, not the downloadhub.com, but there is another one that I can utilize, and with a different extension at the end of it. So we're going to go with the Download Hub. Now let's go in there. We want to go into the admin dashboard. Once again, feel free to ask any questions that you may have, and it doesn't necessarily need to be related to GrooveKart. It could be related to Groove pages and things like that. All right, so when you come in here, you can see this is all like still yet to be done. Right now, we did do all the information stuff here. We did the store information. We didn't do the payment gateway as yet, and we didn't actually link up a domain as yet. But that's fine. We didn't really need to. Shipping, we did cover that. We covered taxes. So the thing was that if you are starting out, there's no need to activate your taxes as yet, because you probably won't even reach the threshold straight away anyway. So you can switch that off until such a time it's going to become very necessary. The international settings, we did that as well. We did cover the staff accounts, but this part here, we don't really need to cover that at the moment for what we're doing. Okay, that can come later on in the piece. Don't see the tab, sorry. I thought I was on the tab. There you go, sorry. There you go. So we're just on this one here. Basically, that's pretty much just going through some of the things that we did cover. Store information. I did talk briefly about domain, but shipping, taxes, international, staff accounts, and we didn't cover the mail templates and things like that. You're welcome, Dr. Lisa. Sorry about that. My apologies. Hey, why can I see? Okay. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to turn these comments off. Cool. Okay, let's get to, we finished off at the builder. And in the builder is when you actually start to, like create your homepage, the look and feel. Now, what we did do is that we got a default initially. I changed it. So you can actually change your themes up here, which says theme. At the moment, we're on Groove Merch, which is basically like apparel. But if you come down to page settings here, you can actually go to templates, and then you can actually use a template for the main page, which is what I used here. So one of these ones here, I think it was, which one was it? It had to be one of these apparel, I think. That one there. Perfect. Okay, so that was the one that I used. Now, the reason why I use that is because we're going to display a lot of our PLR products pretty much like that on the first page. All right, rather than they go to a different page, we're just going to put a lot of them on here. So I'm not going to really go through. There will be product pages, but like I said, like we're not going to go to a category where there's a whole lot of products for one category and then go to another page. Whole lot of products for another category. Got to keep it simple at this stage. You don't need a lot of PLR products to actually get started. But like at the end of the day, you could actually just run it off the home page where people can connect to the product page and things like that. All right. So one of the things is that before you get into doing anything on here, you really do need to actually create products, and you do need to create maybe categories. If you want to, in terms of like if you have got different categories. Now we're going to go out of here, but that was just to give you an idea what it looks like, what we're going to be, what sort of homepage we've got. We do actually have things like Christmas collection, which I think we might just keep that name as well. We'll keep the name Christmas collection. We do actually have, what else we've got here? Bestsellers, which I think is also good to keep. And then we've got new arrivals. And then, of course, so basically we could just keep it as it is. We don't need to change anything there. These are all just put in here by default, by the way. I never created them. But you can change the names if you want. You don't have to stick with that name. It can be a different name. All right, so just by clicking on it, you can do that and just change the name. All right, so we're going to leave everything like that. We're going to go out of here. And we're going to go into, this is probably going to take me to the main hub, but oh no. We're going to come into products. So we're going to come up here where it says products. We're going to click on here. Then we're going to go to, let's go to categories first, because what we're going to do is we're just going to create one category. Okay, just one category. So the thing is that, all right, yeah, probably better off just starting with a niche. Rather than do a whole lot of different niches, start off with a niche. Pretty much like a physical product e-commerce store, especially if you're doing it on a, like a platform like Groove, that sort of thing. Because when you start getting into a whole range of different products, you can't compete with some of the big players out there, like the Amazons and the eBays and all that sort of stuff. You just can't compete with them. There's no sense going down that track where you're going to do multiple different niches and try and cover all your bases. There's no sense in that unless you're actually part of a bigger platform that can facilitate that sort of thing. And, you can get your marketing out there and all that sort of stuff. But doing a niche is probably ideal. Now, when it comes to digital products, you might think, well, is digital products popular? Would it actually would they sell? Of course they do. They sell. The market for digital products at the moment is huge. People want to know how to do certain things. They want guides. They want a checklist. They want video tutorials. There's a whole range of different products out there when it comes to PLR, and people are, the biggest thing is that people want to know how to do something, especially like if it's investment, how to invest in the stock market, how to invest in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, those sorts of things. They're still sought after type of guides, if you know what I mean. So as you can see here, there's only one category there. We've got best deals, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a category here, and we're just gonna think of a niche really. And I'm just gonna add a category. The first niche that comes to mind really is about pets. Now, not specifically, or not just pets. I'm going to narrow it down to dogs. I could even narrow it down to a breeder dog. Right, we could actually do that as well, but I'm just going to narrow it down to dogs in general. And so let's just say we're going to call this category dogs. We'll just call it dogs. We can always add like cats to it, rabbits, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, we're just going to go with dogs. There's so many different things that people will buy, especially if they've got a breed that they want to learn more about, or they just want to know how to generally keep keep their pets healthy or keep their dogs healthy, how to do puppy training, all that sort of stuff. So we'll just stick with the category of dogs, and it's a category that we'll just leave it like that. I'm not going to do too much in here. I'm just going to put in information, guides, tutorials, and checklists for dogs, dog care. We'll just call it dog care. Okay. But I'm not going to put a photo in there. You can put a meta title and all that sort of stuff. Now that gets into a different type of training. So what we're going to do is we'll leave that for now, but that's a kind of a different type of training when it gets into things like doing on-page SEO and stuff like that. At this point, we don't really need to cover that. We'll just cover what this is specifically about and just getting the store up and running and adding products, digital products. All right, so we're going to leave all this stuff for now. The only real necessary ones are the friendly URL, as you can see with the asterisk, the red asterisk, and the category name. Okay, let's just save that. I think it should save, actually. Hang on. Maybe there's something else I need to put in there. I'm going to refresh this and see what happens. Okay. All right, seems like we've run into some issues. Okay, I'm going to go out of that tab. Let's share this tab here. Let's come back into admin dashboard. We've encountered some issues. All right. We'll try this one more time. All right, so this is the page that I'm getting at the moment. It's not very good that we're getting this, but that's the page I'm getting at the moment. And we'll probably just, let's give it a break for a little bit, and then we'll go back to it a little bit later. So if there are any questions that you have, please ask away while we've got this little bit of a downtime. And I just want to get back to the page that we were doing before. Share that page, share this tab. There we go. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, please ask, because that'll just probably fill a little bit of time at the moment until we actually get GrooveKart back up and going again. I might actually just try some of these other ones here and see if we can get into these. All right, so it seems to be with more than just one store at this stage. I do know that at the moment there are some updates being done on the back end of Groove, and they have experienced a few issues with GrooveKart. This generally can happen when you're doing updates, can cause bugs that can't be identified until, unless users let the support know of these bugs, and then it gets addressed, because there could be multiple bugs, but they don't really know about it. Just going to try one more time. Okay, still not working. All right, so let's diverse a wee bit, and let's go back to, let's go to Groove. We'll go back to the Groove dashboard. Any questions in there? We'll go back to the Groove dashboard. I normally over there, I'm just going to click right and then go on to the Groove dashboard, share this tab here. I'm going to try just trying to connect with it from here and see what happens. Now, if we don't get to that point where we're creating the categories and stuff like that, we'll skip that and we'll go into the PLR products and where you can get some from. Okay, so we are experiencing some issues with GrooveKart. So I would say that this week's training is going to be more about where to get PL products and all that. And that in itself is actually quite a beneficial training. So we'll do that instead. And next week we may be able to get this part sorted in terms of GrooveKart. And I'm just going to try this one more time. No, it's still not working. Okay, let's go out of that. All right, so PLR products, where can you get some from? Well, here's one particular place you can go to, plrproducts.com. So they've got loads of different products there, things about artificial intelligence, business skills. I'm not sure what the audio, must be audio, PLR products as well, product creation, make money. So it's got a whole range of different types of PLR products. Let's just have a look at some of them. Okay, let's have a look at, actually, let's see what this here means. Templates, landing pages. Okay. Ultimate PLR product, reports, bundles. Let's have a quick look. Not sure, there's no description about it. 50 internet marketing reports bundle, make money and marketing videos bundle. No real information about it. Let's go add, no, well, I don't think we're going to get any more. So there's 240 videos that comes with that bundle. So it's on sale from $99.99 to $29.99. this is the sort of stuff that you look into, right? So just take note of that. If you want to have a look at this, it's plrproducts.com. Nice and easy. All right, just head over there and have a squiz around. Next one is PLR Lime. And I don't know about you guys, but can you remember this back in the, I guess the 2000s, I think it was, where they had like Lime that was actually their logo there. And it was called Lime, and it was a download platform. You could download movies and music and stuff like that. So it looks very similar to that. And they've got Lime in there as well. So, but anyway, this is a PLR product site as well. Get over here. They've got articles, audio, ebooks as PLRs, graphics, videos. So, you know, there's another one there that you could look into. I think I have a lifetime pass for this. I think that's my that's this one here. Sorry guys, that I think I have my lifetime one here. So yeah, I've got full access pass certificate. Yeah, lifetime access. So they did actually have a special on that. This is also a franchise. You can buy a franchise. They'll set it all up for you. It's pretty much the same layout as this website here. And I can't remember what it was to buy, but let's just have a quick look. Get started today. Oh, so $6.49 PLR franchise business setup. Yeah. Now I did read some reviews on this about probably a few years back. It was mixed reviews, but you know what, you make your own mind up about it. But you may want to look into it if you want to. But you literally get a site kind of like this. It's all set up for you, and it's got all the products on there. Can't remember how many products they say that are on this. Okay, so there's about 1,700 plus product pages. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to have a look at that, this is called plrlime.com, and head over there and check it out. And I'm not too sure if the lifetime license is available or access is available anymore, but you can always ask them. Next one is plr.me. I think some of you may be familiar with this one here. There's quite a few things in here. This works off credits, so you got to purchase credits. I think you can earn credits as well. I do actually have an account with this. I haven't used it much at all. I have in the past. I have actually purchased some products for sale from the site, but yeah, like I said, I've never really used it. So that's plr.me. Next one is, and I don't know much about this one. This is the plrstore.com, and you can buy products individually. Let's have a quick look at some of these. Beginner's Guide to Circuit. I don't know what that means. What's an adventure under the moon? Chat GPT, crypto futures signals, 1-in-1 brain hacks. So when you look at this, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these PLR products, they're quite cost effective. And the fact that you can sell them over and over and over again is actually a real bonus. So you may pay $3.99 for one, but I mean, if it's something that it's sought after, imagine how many people could potentially buy it. So you'll get your money back plus a lot more. Let's just have a quick look at this one. So there's a bit of information about it. ChatGPT crypto future signals, PLR report, with private label rights is a great report that walks you through how to utilize ChatGPT to get trading signals with a prompt. So anybody who knows anything about trading would know that there's certain signals that show that you can kind of like I guess predict, or which way it's going to go. They're going to go up, go down, that sort of stuff. What do you get with this? Okay, there's a number of pages. There's 24 of them. Download, thank you page. That's not included. Okay. Cover graphics, extra pages, none. Year released. So this was released this year, and it's suggested selling price. So basically what they're saying, that's the suggested selling price, that when you put it up on your site, but you're actually paying $3.99 for it. So depends on how good it is and what it looks like and things like that. Just wondering if we got any screenshots for this. Nice to actually have like screenshots so you can actually see what some of the stuff looks like. Introduction, revealing the strategy, indicators. Okay. All right. So like the last one is one that I do use, and this is from Entrepedia.co. So Entrepedia, ENTREPEDIA, kind of like entrepreneur and encyclopedia put together, right? .co. Now, this was actually something that was brought to my attention by the lovely Tyra, who's actually in our who's supporting this this session and the comments there. So she's moderating at the moment, but she brought this to my attention as well. I quite liked it, and then I actually got onto it, and I thought, well, this is really cool. This is such a good PLR product store that I bought into it, and I think it was on special too as well, and it's a lifetime. It was a lifetime offer. So basically, I've got rights to everything. I've got rights to edit it. I've got rights to add to it. I've got rights to change the cover. I can put my name as the author on all of those. Done it again, haven't I? I can put my name on as the author of all this content, and so I can do literally anything I want with it, and there was no restrictions, and there's no restrictions on how many I can sell. So it's it's kind of like a really for lack of a better saying, it's a license to kill. So you got pretty much like everything. You could do anything you want with it, right? So that's the ideal PLR product. But having said that, so it says that you can change the covers. It says that you can change the text, all that sort of stuff. So it makes it all editable for one thing, the text that makes it all editable. But they do actually provide product mock-ups if you want to do the mock-ups for them with your own images, if you like. So if you come over here, over to product mockups, right? It will give you these here, like if it's an email course or bundle. Now these things open up in Canva, all right? So they open up in Canva. So if you want to put a cover on the book, let me just see. Oh, hang on, let me just go. And there's Notion templates, video courses, tool stack, checklist, workbook. Let's have a look on the workbook. All right, so this will come up. Then you go to view template. All right, that will come up and open an editor. This will open you up in your Canva, account. All right, and this is where you can drag and drop images into here. Not sure what you do there. What can you do there? Edit it. I guess you can edit it, turn it and make a different color, I think. No, I'm not too sure what you can do on that one. But the book here, you can just drag a photo or an image. So I'm just going to go, let's just go for, this is just for demonstration purposes. It's not going to, oh, there we go, photos. Yep, let's go photos. And let's just look for Okay, let's just look for crypto. Anything that's crypto. Okay. That one in. Just drag and drop that in there and see what happens. Not sure how this one works. Let me just have a look here. So I haven't done this before. I haven't done the whole doing this. Is my first time, by the way. I don't know if I can drag and drop another image into there. Let's just have a look. If I can, try and drag that. Yeah, I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can't. So I'm not sure how this all works, but interesting. Can I do that in here? Oh, you can do that there. That's great. And then maybe try this one in here. Not sure what that is. I'm sure there's supposed to be a whole page. Then we can, but anyway, so you can do things like that in here. I think if you've got like image of like text and stuff like that, you can stick that in there as well. There's a bit of a video here to show you how to go through it. So that's there as well. Let's go back over here. You can do things like video courses and all that sort of stuff. You got gradients. I'm not sure what this is. Box mockups. So you can do those sorts of stuff. What else have we got? Sorry, there we go. Box mockups and all this sort of stuff here. Book covers. Okay, so they actually create some book covers for you. You can change the text and stuff like that. So if any of these book covers appeal to you, then you could use these as well. I mean, that's a good one there. But there's quite a few book covers in there that you can choose from. Digital Product University. Okay, so this teaches you how to use pretty much this platform. You will see up here the master library, which is this whole thing here. So basically, it will teach you how to use all this. And you just go through the steps. I have done this. I have done all the lessons. There may be more lessons added on. I'm not too sure, but I have actually. So you got to be prepared to spend a little bit of time on this as well. Let's just have a look at some of the products, shall we? Oh, one more thing. They have product requests as well. So if this is where you can actually see where people have added some requests for different products. These are upvotes. So, I guess as soon as it gets to a certain amount of upvotes, they'll probably put it in to be as planned to be done, and they'll create that product as well. So you can see here, attract love, happiness, from chaos to control. So these are ideas that people have actually added, and like if they like it, they'll put it in. As you can see, zero has been rejected. So let's just see what's in the pipeline at the moment. How to run successful workshops as a freelance facilitator. AI ready change management playbook. Dark female psychology. Interesting. The ultimate freelancing blueprint. AI influencer marketing. That could be interesting. Fast cash ideas for freelancers. Yeah, another one that. So, these are in the process of being sorted. Ones that have been completed. Google Business Profiles. Google. What else have we got here? So Google Business Profiles, prompts, workbooks, ebooks, and guides and checklists. They've got the Power of TikTok Shop, from scrolling to selling. So these are pretty good products as well that are actually completed. These ones are completed, so they're already in the system. Okay, revenue calculator. I'm just going anywhere on the side here. A revenue calculator. Explore how different pricing strategies can impact your goals and get an overview of approximate traffic required to reach your desired revenue. That's interesting. So if you want to have a look at something like this, I think that would be great. So if you got a product price of $50, adjust the sliders to 12 months, you want to earn $50,000 in 12 months. And the product price is $50. You'd need a number of 1,000 sales, which is an average of about 83 monthly, which makes it about 3 daily. That doesn't sound too bad, right? When you break it down, 3 daily is very, very feasible, especially at a price point of $50, and especially if it's actually a really, really structured PLR product. Assume an average 2% conversion rate on websites, 50,000 monthly, 4,167 sales per month, which makes it about $139. 139 sales per day. Very, very achievable. So visitors need it. So this is telling you how many visitors you need. Okay, so yeah, so in a conversion rate, so 50,000 visitors you need. So you don't need 50,000 sales, but you do need around about 50,000 visitors with a 2% conversion rate. With a 139 daily sales. I'm guessing that's what that is. Product ideas. Not sure of that. Okay. PDF rebrander. So it's got all. So I'm getting this is their. We can upload your PDF, but it's got everything that you actually need to successfully rebrand, edit, make it your own PLR products. Let's go to home now. All right. So in the home page, or the you might as well say where it's literally the product page where you can actually access some of these products. You can have a look to see what sort of products you are after. Okay, so you can search by tags. So they've got business and entrepreneurship, digital marketing, content marketing. Let's have a look at personal development. All right, so 7 upgrades that transform how others see you. The master of art, master the art of first impressions. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so what's in there? They have, this is a mini course, by the way. You can download the product, use strategies in your business, share it with your team or clients, give it away or sell it. Okay, so these are the typical use cases. You can either use these strategies for your business, share it with your team or clients, give it away or sell it, brand it as your own, adjust and edit anything, repurpose into other formats, add them to your community, claim yourself as the author. This is pretty much what I said to you before, right? So you literally have basically all the rights in the world to make that product your very own. Everybody didn't write it. You can add your own flavor to it. You can add more pages to it if you feel like you need to. You can even add a video to it, because I don't think this actually, I don't think it's got any videos or anything like that, but you could add that to it as well and even beef it up. So you see where I'm getting at, because the PLR product on its own doesn't need to be just on its own. You can add stuff to it, and this day and age with AI and stuff like that, you know, and faceless marketing and all that sort of thing. You know, I mean, voiceovers with your own voice and things like that. You can literally add videos to this to make it even more beefier, if you like, and even put in checklists and stuff like that. So this, you could call this a base. Not that, you know, it won't sell on its own, but if you really wanted to make it a product, say for instance, a 3-tier product, you get this. If you kind of pay this particular price, the lower price, you'll get the videos that come with it if you want to pay the middle price, and then you'll get, you know, the full-blown stuff with the guides, the list, the videos, and whatever else you want to add to it, right? Could even be landing page or something like that. I'm not too sure, but however you want to create it, there's, you know, I mean, those are the sorts of things you can do with these products, because you have free reign over everything. You have the license to do anything you want to with these products. This is why I kind of like this site. Any questions? Please ask me any questions if you've got any questions about this. All right, so it generally tells you around about up here. So it's a 3 meg file. It's a zip file, so you can download it, put it on your computer. Pretty much. Let's go back. See what else is in here. The professional wardrobe builder. I like that. Particularly my wardrobe. It's needs work. I don't mean on the clothes, I mean space. And what else we got here? First time buyers into brand loyalists. Unlock TikTok shops opportunity. This would be a good one. All right, so let's just have a quick look at this. Again, I think this is just a, it looks like it's just a PDF file. All right, so we'll go back one. What I want to do is I actually want to find, and we'll go, let's go for format, and let's go for, so there's a Notion template as well. Let's go video. So these are all the ones with the video. They're kind of like slides, most of them, I would say. Claude AI for business and content. Oh, okay, here's another. This is actually kind of, I would say this is not that old. The Ultimate Guide to ChatGPT Sora. So I think most of you would probably know ChatGPT now has Sora to be able to create videos and stuff like that. So let's just open this up. All right, this 20-part video course is perfect for resellers, educators, and businesses looking to offer high-quality training on using ChatGPT Sora to boost productivity, streamline workflows, and create engaging content. The simple step-by-step instructions, your customers will learn how to harness the power of this AI tool to save time and achieve better results in their website. Basically, looks like there are videos in there that you can download, and of course add to it if you wanted to. Right? All right, look, I'm just going to do a check to see if everybody is still listening to me. I'm not sure if I've been cut off or whatever, but then just put a 1 in the chat if you're still there. We are just about coming to close anyway, so but just let me know if you're still there, you're still with me, and that'll be good to know, because I haven't had any questions yet, and I haven't had any oohs or ahs over the stuff I'm showing. Dr. Lisa 1. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. All right, now I'm going to finish off that. So if you want to have a look at this, this is a, I'm not going to be giving it because I'm not going to put my link in there. You can actually, this does come with an affiliate link. You can sign up to the affiliate program on this if you wanted to. I'm going to give you that in this session. That's not what this session is for. It's just about educate you what's out there. But if you want to go to the site yourself, just punch in Entrepedia. So as I said before, entrepreneur and encyclopedia put together, and you get Entrepedia. Yeah, Dr. Lisa, tell me what your question is. It's a pity I can't sort of like add you in to the conversation yet. But feel free, type your question in there. So yeah, but as soon as we answer Dr. Lisa's question, we will zip over to Groove page, to Groove platform, and see if GrooveKart is working. I don't think we're going to be have enough time to do any more on that today, so it'll have to be next week. But this kind of like prepares us for next week anyway. I will be using Entrepedia as an example of digital downloads for the store anyway. So I'm glad I'm finished off on that one rather than and showed you guys that today. Please ask away, Dr. Lisa, your question. And let's shoot over there now. I'm going to go to Groove now, GrooveKart. Okay, let's just try this one more time. And I think it's going to work this time. Yes, it worked. So we've still got a few more minutes to go. I'm going to just shoot over to the products. I'm going to go to categories. Let's just see if that category created itself. No, it didn't. So what it was, the category was going to be called dogs. And guides, information, tutorials. Nope. No. Tutorials. Checklists. Or we'll go dog care, breeds. This is just a really quick ref, etc. We've got the friendly URL. We'll keep it as that. Let's just save it, see if that saves. I'm not seeing your question yet, Dr. Lisa, if you can put your question in there, unless you're still thinking about it. All right. So we've got a category and we're going to create a product. So let's go over to product, my products. And let's just wait for that to come up. Now you'll see there's a whole lot of default products in here, which showed up on the page that we showed before on the home page. You can literally just delete all these. You don't need them. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm just going to add a new product. Oh, you can also put in brands as well. All right. So let's just say you've got PLR products, you've got guides, you've got tutorials, you've got stuff like that, but you might want to start looking at adding things like leashes, dog leashes, or dog collars, dog water bowls, things like that. Might be print on demand stuff. You might want to do that later. So there's no reason why you can't add physical products to your PLR or digital product site at some other stage, because you can put both on there, right? It doesn't just have to be a PLR product page or product site. So you can do both. But, you know, so that if you do actually do something like that, and you do like a print on demand type sort of scenario in terms of dog bowls or things like that, water bowls, then you can actually add your own brand, whatever you want to make call your brand. You can make it your own brand, and you know, those designs were designs from you, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about variants. I'm not going to worry about brands, because this is just a PLR product. I'm not going to worry about. I'm not going to worry about. Excuse me. I'm not going to worry about managed tags as well. But let's just get onto this bit. We will do this bit, and then we'll finish it very shortly. But what I want to show you is when you get to add a new product, you put the product name in here. Now let's just come over to here and see if I can find anything to do with pets or dogs. I'll put dogs in here, dogs, and see what comes up. So there's no products for dogs. Let's go pet. Literally no products for pets. Okay, let's try some of these other ones. I'm going to try one. Let's try this one. I'm going to try this site. Go to home. I'm going to put in here dogs. Okay, so there's a few here. So I can download these now. This is not going to cost me anything. So none of this will cost me anything because I am I think I am a lifetime. Am I? Is it this? No, that's not the one that I'm a lifetime on. I don't think I am. Let's have a look at this. Building big email lists like the big dogs. Okay, well, that's not exactly dogs. Training your dog, training your cat, how to house train your dog, pick a pet for your child. Oh my gosh. How to choose a dog. Okay, for lack of a better, or for lack of trying to figure out what is good, I'm just going to download that one. Let's just have a look at the details. So it's mainly PDF. So it's got the different licenses there as well. You would have to probably read up as to what those abbreviate. You could probably click on them and figure them out or find out. Get the support and guidance you need to be a success at choosing the right dog for your family. Yeah, that could be important to some people. So yeah, $4.50 is what I can buy it for, and I could probably sell it for, I don't know, $9.99. You know, just make it nice and achievable price that people don't have to think about paying. So you can do that. But literally that's kind of what you need to do. I will probably need to change my category or my niche and change it into something that's more suitable to Entrepedia products. But this is where you put everything. I'm not going to go for all this. I think we've probably done enough up until this point. We're going to cover all this next week. So I will stop it there. Let me just there. All right. Okay. So Dr. Lisa, I didn't see your question. I was waiting for it, but I couldn't see your question. I'm not sure if you put it in or not. But yeah. Anyway, look, if you do have some questions about what I covered today in terms of the PLR products, let me know next week. Put it in the chat next week. Other than that, let's get down to business next week and start actually creating our first products in our digital store. And then that way, then you will have a good idea of how to do it and what's involved, and be able to get one started for yourself as well. All right. So just a little bit of information what's coming up this week. And I'm going to go to let's just go to our calendar, and I'll quickly cover this. We have a Groove Asia calendar. All right. So let me just share that. Okay, so for everyone, this is actually my time. Let me change the time here if I can. Where are we? Guys, I'm just trying to get the. Okay, here we go. All right, so coming up to, well, for me it's tomorrow. Is the where are we? The wrong calendar, by the way. What are we today? Okay, we're here. Okay, so coming up tomorrow is the Power Hour Plus. We do actually have another. That's my one. Am I? No, we do actually have another Groove Asia Leaders Unite. That's Karen's, but the Power Hour Plus is 8 p.m. If you are new to Groove and you're watching this on YouTube, if you want to be part of the Power Hour Plus, basically what it is where you get to meet some of the community in there. Tyra, as I mentioned before, who is moderating the chat, she runs that, and her co-host is Karen as well. And it's a chance for you to work on those projects that you've been putting off, and Tyra will set the clock to, I think it's 30 minutes or so, where you can just work on stuff and then have a break and then have a bit of a chat and then get back to it again. It's also a place where sometimes I would actually be at too as well if you need to have a one-on-one with me. And you can sort of you want to go through something with your Groove pages or whatever, your website or your e-commerce site. It's an opportunity to catch up with me there, and we can go into a breakout room and cover that sort of stuff. If, of course, we could even talk about it within the main session where, if everybody might be interested in, then when Tyra might let us all sort of be in on that conversation. However, at the end of the day, that's available tomorrow. So if you want to come over and join us, then by all means. The calendar. I think everybody has got a link to the calendar, but I'm on the wrong calendar, by the way. I'm on our team one. But at the end of the day, it is a Zoom one. So you definitely need to actually find our calendar. Let me just see if I can find that at the moment. Okay. Yeah. I think that would be the one anyway. I'm going to put this in the chat, and if you want to join us, please, by all means, just check the calendar. And come and join us. But there's a few things coming up too as well. All right, guys, that's me. I'm going to leave it at that. Got nothing more else to actually add to this. Let me get rid of this screen. You can get mine. Okay. Got nothing more to add to this. So look, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll be able to do what we need to do in the GrooveKart next week. Apologies for the issues that we had, but obviously they did sort it out, and they're kind of random, but things like that do happen. We just don't want it to happen in the middle of my sessions, right? That we shouldn't happen in the middle of my sessions. But everybody take care, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.
You gotta get into the groove.